are you about to make one of the biggest long-term mistakes this spring? Maybe you think throwing down some grass seed will magically fix your lawn, or you've tried overseeding before and thought, why didn't this work? What about you? I'm Robbie and I'm sharing over 30 years experience. If you're new here, I share straightforward, no nonsense lawn care advice. So if that sounds like your thing, subscribe and smash that like button. Now, let's get into it. In this video, we're overseeding this lawn in spring. Spring generally isn't the best time to overseed, so make sure to follow these tips so you don't get anything wrong. The first mistake is overseeding your lawn without prepping it properly. Would you plant seeds on concrete and expect them to grow? No. Then, why do so many people throw grass seed onto compacted, thatch-covered lawns and hope for the best? The fix? You need to loosen the soil before overseeding, and that's where hollow core aeration comes in. Think about it, each aeration hole is a perfect little plant pot for seeds. When is the best time to overseed in spring? The biggest mistake people make is doing it too late or too early. In the UK, that means mid-March to May. In Canada and northern US, April to June is best. If you're in a milder US climate, you might be fine with late March. Let me know in the comments where you're from. A big mistake I often see, overseeding before the last frost. If the temperature suddenly drops, your new seed could die before it even gets started. The process we're doing here is called scarification. This is important as it removes moss and thatch. Thatch is a dense layer of dead grass, roots and organic debris that builds up on the soil surface. Scarification removes thatch and dead grass, allowing new seeds to actually reach the soil and germinate. If you skip this step, you're basically just feeding the birds. Good seed to soil contact is crucial for successful overseeding. Seeds need direct contact with moist soil to absorb water and start spreading. If they're just sitting on thatch or grass, they'll dry out in no time and fail to germinate. There's a host of other reasons why seeds won't grow if you just throw them down the ground. They're going to be easily blown away, washed off, or eaten by birds. All cleaned up, let's get some seed onto the lawn. Today we're using BS Premier Lawn Seed from Boston Seeds. They actually sponsor the channel, so if you'd like to help support the channel, make sure to check out the link in the video description. This is an easy one for beginners to get wrong. Using too much or too little grass seed can lead to poor growth and wasted effort. The old saying of too much of a good thing really comes into play here, because too much grass seed can really damage your lawn. If we stop to look and see the seed land on the soil and it goes into those lines created from the scarifying, this gives it somewhere safe to grow, and this is key why too much seed is a problem. All those things we talked about earlier about having thatch, the exact same thing is true if you use too much grass seed, because it's not going to make it to the surface of the soil. The seedlings will have to compete for sunlight, water and nutrients. This is going to lead to a weaker lawn. Too many seeds can lead to a poor grass structure. Overcrowding, this can cause a thin, weak lawn that's easily damaged. before you go to overseed your lawn this year, find out what the rate is for your grass seed. It should say on the bag. If it doesn't, then contact the people who you bought the grass seed from. Now on to a very important stage, making sure that we get good seed to soil contact. This tool is called a drag mat, and it does just that. It drags the seed into the soil. How long will it be before you see your grass seed? I'm going to let you in a little secret that not that many people seem to know. It's a big myth in lawn care that fertilizer is needed for grass seed to germinate. That's not true. Grass seed already contains the energy it needs to sprout. So why should you fertilize after overseeding? Because the seed, once it germinates, those young seedlings need nutrients to grow strong roots and survive. Our next step is to put on some iron and seaweed. Now, I was always taught that you shouldn't put iron on the new grass seed. However, we've found that it works wonders, so do this at your own risk. Now let me know in the comments, have we missed out anything and what would you do differently?